Good morning, everybody. My name is Brenda Sullivan on behalf of my co-chair Kim Lally and I. It's a great honor to welcome you all to our Veterans Day ceremony. Today, we come together as a community, students, families, friends, and neighbors, to recognize and celebrate the brave men and women who have served in the United States Armed Forces. Veterans Day is a time to pause and reflect on the courage, sacrifice, and dedication of those who have worn the uniform. Each veteran here today, and those we remember in our hearts, has played a vital role in preserving the freedoms and the values that define our nation. To our veterans, we say thank you. Thank you for your service, for your strength, and for your example. You have shown us what it means to put others before yourself, to stand firm in the face of challenge, and to love your country deeply and unconditionally. We also recognize the families of our veterans, those who have supported them, worried for them, and welcomed them home. Your strength and sacrifice are part of this day's honor as well. As part of today's ceremony, we are proud to present the Massachusetts Medal of Liberty to the families of those who made an ultimate sacrifice in service to our nation. The medal is awarded to solemn recognition of the bravery, honor, and devotion of men and women who gave their lives in defense of freedom. To the families receiving this medal, please know that your loved one's legacy lives on in the hearts of this community and in the spirit of this nation. We are forever grateful for their courage and for your enduring strength. As we continue our ceremony, let us remember that honoring our veterans is not something we do only once a year. It's something we carry forward in our respect for one another, in our gratitude for our freedom, and in the commitment to build a better, stronger nation. Thank you for joining us today to pay tribute to our veterans. May this day remind us all of the true meaning of service, sacrifice, and patriotism. Welcome, and thank you for being here. I would now like to welcome Cal Matheson, First Class Scout from Troop 130 Maynard, to the podium for our opening prayer.
Divine Father, our hearts are turned towards those whose wounds are hidden from the world's gaze, the emotional scars that linger long after the battles have ceased. We ask for your gentle touch upon their wounded souls, mending the brokenness that lies beneath the surface. In their moments of darkness, be their guiding light. In their moments of pain, be their soothing balm. May they find solace in the knowledge that they are not alone in their struggles, that your presence walks with them through every valley. Plant the seeds of peace within their hearts, nurturing their spirit with hope, healing, and the assurance that their pain does not define them. In Jesus' name, amen.
Next, I would like to welcome to the podium Kim Lally, President of the Maynard Emblem Club, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. If everybody could stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, a nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. At this time, I'd like to introduce Massachusetts State Representative Kate Hogan.
Good morning, everyone, distinguished guests, Gold Star families, and fellow citizens of the Commonwealth. We gather here in solemn remembrance and profound gratitude We come together to honor those who gave what President Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion. Massachusetts sons and daughters who will never return home except in our memory. The Massachusetts Medal of Liberty we present today is more than a recognition of service. Its harp-shaped design, echoing the Purple Heart, reminds us that there were not simply soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. They were beloved children, devoted parents, cherished siblings, and faithful friends. Behind each medal lies a story of courage, sacrifice, and a family changed forever. To the Gold Star families with us today, no words can diminish your loss, and no medal can fill the void left behind. Yet we hope this Commonwealth's highest honor conveys that we hold in our hearts that that your loved one's sacrifice was not in vain, that their service mattered deeply, and that a grateful Commonwealth will never forget. As we call forward each family, let us reflect on the weight of freedom, the true cost of liberties we enjoy. Let us pledge that we will live lives worthy of that sacrifice, and that Massachusetts will always stand with those who serve and those families who bear the burden of the loss. The Massachusetts legislature established the medals Liberty and Fidelity to honor our fallen service members. Medals of Liberty were first given in 2010 to families of those who were killed in action or died as a result of wounds. In 2022, the urging of the Massachusetts National Guard, the legislature created a new Medal of Fidelity to commemorate military personnel who died from injuries or illnesses linked to their service, rather than from the wounds sustained in a combat zone. These medals are one tangible way that we can honor and pay our lasting respect to the brave soldiers, sailors, air crews, and Marines who have laid down their lives for our country. The 15 service members we commemorate today who served honorably in the armed forces are the essence of all that is great about our country, and we honor their decency, their courage, and their bravery. These men and women are the soul of our nation, and it is what they teach us about character, integrity, and courage that we are grateful for today. This is their gift to us. This is our covenant with them. This is our America. God bless our fallen heroes, and God bless our veterans. God bless our town and the Commonwealth, and God bless America for giving this world such heroes. Yeah.
At this time, I'd like to introduce Massachusetts State Senator Jamie Eldridge.
Thank you so much. And I want to give a special thank you to the community leaders besides me and veterans leaders here today for organizing this special ceremony for the Massachusetts Medal of Honor. I want to wish to everyone a happy Veterans Day, and thank you so much for coming out on this very cold day. Honored to be here with all of you and have the opportunity to celebrate our veterans who have so selflessly served and protected our country. Their demonstrations of bravery and integrity are the tangible results of the American ideals and principles of liberty, freedom, equality, and justice for all. Today we thank you all for your service and remember your courage. Let us pause and remember the parts these men and women have played in helping keep America the home of the free and the land of the brave. Maynard veterans and residents have played vital roles in defending our country throughout our history. During the Revolutionary War, Maynard Minutemen were on the front lines when the first shots were fired at Lexington. Luke Brooks, a Maynard local and private in the Assabet Company of the local militia, was just one of the many local heroes who took up the cause for freedom. This patriotism described and practiced by Luke and many other Maynard residents continues to run deep, hosting veterans from many different conflicts throughout history, all the way up to today. When you enlist, you assume a responsibility few of us can imagine. But I also know that when soldiers come back from war, part of the war comes back with them. We owe our veterans support, Let no one ever question their value. Let's celebrate their value and celebrate that these men and women have served us in our country and deserve our utmost respect and quality of care and support. Veterans from our cities and towns will never be forgotten as long as we continue to share their stories. Even as veterans ended their enlisted service, their service to the community often does not end. They continue to give their time and energy to foster successes here at home. They do so as public servants, community organizers, small business owners, and often giving back to support veterans who are often in the shadows of society. It's important to recognize the great deal that our veterans have contributed and then to give back. I'm grateful that our communities have made sure to do this, as we have dedicated street signs, corners, and plaques to local veterans who've made the ultimate sacrifice. The Maynard Historical Society and Hometown Heroes Committees have been integral to preserving the stories while bringing visibility and boosting public knowledge of their contributions. Maynard's Veteran Services offer vital support to hometown veterans and build spaces of community for veterans and their families. Organizations like the Maynard Clinton Elks Lodge chapter, headquartered here in Maynard, have also been longtime supporters and friends of the veterans community. As these organizations give back, it's important that all of us work to ensure that we recognize their veteran service and their commitment to the democratic and foundation values of our country. Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans and their families, and to those currently serving. I'm honored to be part of this special service today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. At this time, we will have a hymn from the band, Maynard High School Band. At this time, I'd like to introduce Maynard Select Board Chairman David Cavan.
I will be brief. Good morning. Before I begin my brief remarks, on behalf of our entire community, I certainly want to thank Brenda Sullivan and Kim Lally for their organization of today's parade and ceremony. I also want to thank our Veteran Service Officer, Peter Harvell, for his exemplary work not only with this event, but for his work every day on behalf of Maynard's veterans. I'm here today along with my Select Board colleagues, Jeff Swanberg, Chris DeSilva, and Mike Stevens. We're also joined by our Town Administrator, Greg Johnson, himself a veteran of the United States Marine Corps. Thank you to each of you for joining us this morning, and of course, a tremendous welcome to our State Senator Jamie Eldridge and State Representative Kate Hogan, who we are honored to have with us here for this event. It is truly an honor, and I feel blessed to stand before you this morning on this important occasion Veterans Day. It is made even more special with so many of our community veterans present, along with their families, friends, and neighbors, and punctuated further as we will be recognizing some of Maynard's Gold Star families with the awarding of Medals of Liberty in recognition of the sacrifice given to all of us by their loved ones. We pause today amid our busy lives to recognize the service, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment of the men and women who have worn the uniform of the United States Armed Forces. Veterans Day is not just another date on the calendar. It is a living reminder of courage, dedication, and love of country. And Veterans Day is not about glorifying war. It's about honoring those who were willing to face it, so the rest of us could live in peace and freedom. To all of our veterans here today, you answered the call. Whether during war or in times of peace, you left behind homes, families, and futures so that others could live without fear. Whether you served in combat zones or in support roles, whether you were overseas or stationed at home, whether you served for 4 years or for 40 years, your service matters. It always has, and it always will. Some of you carry visible scars of your sacrifice. Others carry scars that no one else can see. But all of you carry a piece of our nation's history with you, and for that, we are deeply grateful. We also recognize the families, the spouses who kept things going at home, the children who missed birthdays and holidays with a deployed parent, and the parents who sent their sons and daughters off to serve with pride and with worry. You too have sacrificed. You too have served in your own quiet, powerful way. Today, as a country and as a community, we must continue to commit to not only saying thank you, but showing it through action. That means ensuring our veterans have access to quality health care, education, housing, and employment. It means creating a culture that listens to our veterans' voices and supports their transitions back into civilian life. Because honoring veterans must be more than just words once a year. It must be a promise kept every day. Our veterans are not just warriors. They are mentors, teachers, first responders, and neighbors. Each of them has and will continue to serve this town and this country in different ways long after they have hung up the uniform. And in continuing to serve us, our veterans' legacy inspires the next generation to carry the torch forward. Let us commit to teaching our children the meaning of this day, not just by telling them about battles and medals, but by introducing them to the veterans in our lives and showing them what quiet courage and patriotism looks like. To those veterans who are here with us today, and to those who are no longer here, we remember you, we honor you, we thank you. My friends, may we never take for granted the freedoms we enjoy, nor ever forget our veterans, the people who made those things possible. May God bless our veterans and their families. May God bless Maynard. May God bless the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And may God bless America.
Thank you. We'll now hear a musical selection from the Maynard High School Band. Okay, at this time, I'd like to introduce Robert DiMarino, who will be presenting the Medals of Liberty to our Gold Star families.
Good morning. I am Rob DiMarino, and I'll be your MC today, along with Peter Harville and the Maynard Veteran Service Officer. I want to thank you and welcome you to the Maynard Medal of Liberty ceremony. Before we begin, I want to recognize our Gold Star families who are here in attendance, representing our fallen Maynard heroes, our fellow veterans who served our country admirably, our state and local leaders, and of course you, the community members here in support. Thank you for all being here today. To give a little context on the Medal of Liberty, this medal was established into law in 2010 by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in accordance with Massachusetts General Law, Chapter 33, Section 67 Alpha. The Medal of Liberty, which shall be awarded to the next of kin of service member and women from the Commonwealth killed in action or who died in service while in the designated combat area in the line of duty, or who died as a result of wounds received in action, or who have died as a result of training accident in the line of duty. Requests may be retroactive, as you will notice the recipients today. The medal itself is a heart-shaped. To be symbolized, the Purple Heart is attached to a 1-inch, 3/8 inch wide ribbon, which with a black border representing mourning. The center of the medal bears a gold star symbolizing Gold Star Mothers Club. At the top center of the medal is the coat of arms of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. And on the rear side is the service member's branch of service. Along with the medal, the families today will receive a certificate, a citation signed by the governor recognizing their service members' heroic acts in the line of duty. I will begin our recognition today with Private First Class Aubrey Leard. Attention to orders. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is here awarded proximity to the United States Army Private First Class Aubrey Leard, 95th Division, 377th Infantry L Company. On November 16, 1945, while serving in Metz, France, Private First Class Leard unit was involved in heavy combat as part of Lorraine campaign where he was killed in action, 6 days prior to the enemy resistance collapsing. Private First Class Aubrey Leard displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor and memory of their distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here representing the family is Private First Class Leird's niece, Joanne Ruggiero. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded proximity to the United States Army First Class Lieutenant Vincent Peter Lebowskowitz, Jr., 29th Division, 106th Infantry, D Company. On June 6, 1944, while serving in Normandy, France, First Lieutenant Lebowskowitz, Jr. was part of the 5th landing on the wave of Omaha Beach. Lieutenant Lebowskowitz survived the long boat ride to the shore but fell under heavy machine gun fire as soon as he hit the beaches. As Lieutenant Lebowskowitz led his unit to the steep cliffs, he was shot and killed in action. First Lieutenant Vincent Peter Lebowskowitz displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor of distinctive services of the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here representing the family is nephew Richard King. Presenting the award to the family is Abby Carl. Attention order. By the authority Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby personally awarded to Navy Pharmacist Mate 2nd Class John Arkish. On 23rd of April 1945, while serving in Iwo Jima, Pharmacist Mate Arkish was aboard the destroyer escort USS Blessman in preparation of a land invasion during Operation Detachment. When the ship was under attack by enemy airstrikes, he was killed in action while administering first aid to fallen crew members. Pharmacist mate Arkish displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor of memory of distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth and the United States of America. Here representing the family is niece Melinda Davis. Presenting the award of the family is Maynard High School Student Council member Maddie Carlin. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the Commander-in-Chief of the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Air Force Sergeant Alexander Shernick, 15th Air Force, 456th Bomb Group, 744th Bomb Squadron. On April 25th, 1944, while serving as a tail gunner aboard the B-24 Liberator during a bombing run over northern Italy, Sergeant Shernick's aircraft took heavy damage and crashed into the Ligurian Sea. Only 3 of Sergeant Kernick's crewmates survived, leaving him and the other crewmates killed in action. Sergeant Alexander Kernick displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. Here representing Sergeant Kernick is Maynard High School football players Zephron Hurst and Nicole Andrew, who honored these men during the Military Appreciation football game this year. Presenting the award to the family is Maynard Student Council member Sarah Carl. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of Massachusetts and the Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Air Force Staff Sergeant Frank Riley Jr., 15th Air Force, 450th Bomb Group, 723rd Bomb Squadron. On May 30th, 1944, while serving as a B-24 radio operator, Sergeant Riley's aircraft was badly damaged during the bombing run over Austria. Most of the 10-man crew bailed from the aircraft except for the pilot and Sergeant Riley. He continued to send distress signals and rescue coordinates until the bomber crashed into the Adriatic Sea, where no survivors were found. Staff Sergeant Riley displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice cause for freedom. Here representing Sergeant Riley is Maynard High School football players Thomas Lawton and Connor Noble, who also both played in this year's Military Appreciation football game. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Air Force Sergeant Adolph Wallach, 8th Air Force, 388th Bomb Group, 563rd Bomb Squadron. On April 9, 1944, while serving as a B-17 right waist gunner, Sergeant Wallach's aircraft was shot down over the North Sea upon returning from a bombing run over Germany. He was killed in action as his body washed ashore in Denmark. Sergeant Adolph Wallach displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon their next of kin in memory of distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth and the United States of America. Here representing the family is Sergeant Wallach's niece, Bridget Sawalski. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth, Massachusetts Commander-in-Chief, Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Technician 3rd Class Alfred Lally, 9th Armored Division, 52nd Armored Infantry Battalion. On January 24th, 1944, Technician Lally sustained mortal wounds as his division seized the Lundendorf Bridge at Remagen, Germany, which allowed access over the Rhine River. As a result of his wound, Technician Lally was killed in action. Technician Lally displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor of memory of the distinctive services and sacrifice of the Commonwealth and the United States of America. Here representing the family is Texas nephew Brian Mosca. Attention to orders. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to United States Navy Aviation Radioman Third Class Frank Brady Spence. On July 20th, 1945, while serving in the Light Gulf, Philippines, Private Aviation Radio Third Class Spence was returning from a combat mission when his aircraft, the Curtiss SB-2 Charlie Hell Diver, received heavy damage during an air battle. The aircraft navigation failed, causing the aircraft to miss the aircraft carrier during landing and crashing into the sea. Radio Spence was unable to be rescued and was killed in action. Private Aviation Radio Third Class Frank Brady Spence displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice. Here representing Private Radio Spence is Maynard High School football players Hunter Fukomi and Nick Stratkoskis, who honored him during the Military Appreciation football game this year. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts as Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Private First Class William Palmer, 182nd Infantry American Division, F Company. On November 21st, 1942, during a mission in Guadalcanal, Private First Class Palmer and his division engaged an enemy with a counterattack, with Private Palmer on the extreme left flank. During this conflict, Private Palmer was shot and killed in action as F Company gained position due to Private Palmer's efforts at securing the left flank. Private First Class Palmer displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor of their distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here representing the family is William Cottonmiller. Attention to orders. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Private First Class John Nicholas Valino, 4th Division, 12th Infantry, A Company. Private First Class Valino was wounded during the invasion of Normandy, but continued with his unit, assisted in securing the Normandy campaign. On August 9th, 1944, Private First Class Valino was killed in action near Morton, France as part of Operation Cobra. Private First Class John Nicholas Valino displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin honored in memory of distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here representing the family is Private First Class Valino's niece, Joanne Terasi. Attention to orders. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Private First Class Stanley Tomlin, 7th Division, 17th Infantry, L Company. On January 1st, 1945, Private First Class Tomlin units had a stronghold in Light, Philippines, where they were ambushed and under heavy enemy fire. In order to ensure that his unit's position wasn't lost, Private First Class Tomlin drew the enemy fire away from his group, killed all the enemy soldiers, but during the firefight, Private First Class was killed in action. Private First Class Stanley Tomlin displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed to the next of kin in honor of memory of their distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here representing the family is Gwen Tomlin. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to United States Army Private Jerry Greeno, 5th Army Anti-Aircraft Division, 68th Coastal Artillery Battalion, D Battery. On April 20th, 1944, while serving in the Mediterranean area, Private Greeno and his battalion controlled the beachhead of Anzo, Italy. The enemy front tried to counterattack, splitting the forces, creating a 2-mile wedge. Private Greeno and his fellow soldiers stood their ground and closed the wedge, which allowed the Allies to eventually capture Rome. During these battles, Private Greeno was killed in action. Private Jerry Greeno displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor of their distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here to represent the family is his nephew, Mark Greeno. Attention to order. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, the Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to United States Army Private Raymond Hanna, 4th Division, 179th Infantry, 1st Battalion, Headquarters Company. On October 15, 1943, while serving in Italy, Private Hanna and his division pushed enemy forces back over the Volturno River and into the Italian mountains. During the skirmish, Private Hanna suffered severe shrapnel wounds to his legs. He succumbed to these wounds the following day and was killed in action. Private Raymond Hanna displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice to the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed on the next of kin in honor of their distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here is heaven of the family is his great niece, Daphne Smith. Attention orders. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Private Frank Novak, 8th Division, 12th Engineering Combat Battalion. On July 26, 1944, while serving outside of Normandy, France, Private Novak and his division were engaged in intense fighting with the enemy during Operation Cobra. Private Novak went missing during this combat. He was later discovered and was reported killed in action as a result of significant wounds. Private Novak displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor and memory of their distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth and the United States of America. Here to represent the family is his nephew, David Mistretta. Attention orders. By the authority of the Governor of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Commander-in-Chief, the Medal of Liberty is hereby awarded to the United States Army Private William O'Toole, 8th Division, 121st Infantry, D Company. On September 16, 1944, while serving in Brest, France, Private O'Toole and his division faced fierce combat conditions. They forged through what was known as the Fortress. Defeating the stronghold allowed the Allies to the port and open up critical supply channels that proved to be crucial for the rest of the campaign. During this battle, Private O'Toole was killed in action, being the first family man from Maynard killed during the war. Private William O'Toole displayed extraordinary heroism in the line of duty, making the ultimate sacrifice for the cause of freedom. This medal is bestowed upon the next of kin in honor of memory of the distinctive service and sacrifice to the Commonwealth of the United States of America. Here representing the family is granddaughter Anne LaMarche.
If I can get all the Gold Star families to come up here for one big picture, And I'd like to introduce over here is Sandra Huey. She is what made this whole thing possible. She's my genealogist, and she's the one who's been able to find the families so that we can do these awards. Sandy has done over 200 Medal of Liberties for the Commonwealth. So I really appreciate Sandy for all you do. And Robert, thank you, pal. That was great. All right. Ladies, thank you.
Thank you. Before we do the, have the Gold Star families come up, we'd just like to have the closing prayer. And that is...
If you could all rise and uncover for our closing prayer, please. Eternal God, as we reflect upon the legacy of our veterans, we are reminded that their sacrifice echoes through the corridors of time. Their courage has paved the way for freedom, their dedication a beacon that guides us towards a brighter future. May their impact inspire generations to come, serving as a reminder that the price of freedom is steep and that our duty to uphold it is unwavering. As they step into history, may their legacy continue to shine, a testament to the enduring power of service and sacrifice. In Jesus' name, amen. Please remain standing as the Maynard multitasker as the Maynard High School band plays our national anthem.
Present arms. Order arms.
At this time, the parade will reform and make their way back to the town hall. Medals recipients, families can come up and have a picture taken in front of the podium. And we want to thank you all very much for coming today, for showing your support and your love for all of our veterans. Have a great day.